Welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod. We're here on day 4107 for a very special episode. Stream, video, word, thing, moving picture. I don't know. What we're talking about today is not a Crash the Titans. It's not a token pull session. It's not boss time. It's nothing not so normal. It's about Ascension. Another how-to, a basics video. Maybe a little more informational, and an update on where we stand. Last year, not 2024, 2023. And when I say last year, I mean maybe 14 months ago-ish? Ascension came into our lives, and it allowed us to take our characters and start boosting them up into a higher bracket, a higher tier. A higher tax bracket for each character. We could take our 1 stars and turn them into 2 stars, into 3 stars, into 4 stars, into 5 stars. And it was rolled out over time where only certain characters were ascendable at first, and then they did another batch, and another batch, and another batch, and now we have them all. We've had them all for quite some time. Each character gets released with the ability to ascend pretty much right out the gate. This led to questions like, okay, so what happens? What sort of rewards do you get? How do champ rewards work for a 2-star that's ascended to 3-star? Do 3-star champ rewards work the same? What do I need to do to ascend them? Do I have to spend X, Y, or Z? How many resources? Whatever. We went through all of this in our first Ascension video, which was done about a year ago. Now that we've had a ton of time to play with it, I figured we'd go through and talk about what happened since then to now, and go through with a much more enlightened and wizened view and see, well, how things are going. And I would invite you to leave a comment on the video. Tell me how you're doing. How has it affected your life? Do you not participate? Do you just sell off early and just get that sweet hard hit of HP right off the rip for the sell? Or do you go for the long term and go for the big old investment? Because that's what this is, basically. It's an investment. As much as Ascension is about taking one character and making them stronger, it's really almost about the financial or resource investment that you're making and how much you're going to get back on it. And we're going to go into that. Here's how Ascension looks like for me. And you can look at these stats really easily yourself for your own roster and kind of go through it. If you click into your roster, and yes, I do see 42 rewards here. I'm leaving that there for a reason, which I'll show you in a little bit into this video. You can click filter at the top and then click on ascend. This shows you all your characters you have ready to ascend. Not that they have ascended yet, but they're ready to. Now, if you look here, I have plenty of them ready to go, and quite purposely so. If I get another 4-star maxed up, and I'll go into that terminology in a bit, I will ascend them. So for Wolverine here, I'm looking for another 370 Wolverine, and once I get that, I will combine them to make a 5-star Wolverine. Yes, I am waiting for that, and I'll go into why. So here's my 266 3 stars, and that includes Black Widow here, who is a 1-star Black Widow. I've ascended her to 3-star, but her 3-star is now 266. I'm waiting for the next 266 3-star version of 1-star Black Widow to come across, and then I will combine them together and make a 4-star version of 1-star Black Widow. Bullseye, Captain America, and a bunch of native 3-stars too. That's a term you're going to hear thrown around. When there's a native character, that means they're native tier level. So for High Evolutionary, his native tier is 3-star, whereas that Hawkeye that's right next to him, his native tier is 2-star. That one's a 2-star Hawkeye, but he's currently 3-star. Sometimes the abbreviation online you'll see is like 2A3. So he's the 2-star Hawkeye, but he's been ascended to 3-star. And this goes all the way down my roster until we get to my 2 stars. Look at that, I got a 1-star version. A 2-star version of 1-star Black Widow, just like we saw up there earlier. I'm waiting to get another 144 1-star Black Widow to combine them to make a 3-star, and then level that one up to reach the other one and combine them together to make a 4-star version. It takes 2 to make a single higher one. And we're going to go into the rewards to see why we would do this in the first place. There's my 1-star Hawkeye as a 2-star. Got Headpool waiting on his upgrade to come on through. Nightcrawler is waiting for 1. And of course I have a level 50 1-star Yelena Belova. Eventually I'll get another level 50 1-star Belova so I can make a 2-star one, so that can join with that 2-star one. So it can join with a 3-star Yelena Belova. You see that right there? Here, I can even type it in and make it easier. Yelena. Look at that. I got a 3-star, 1-star Yelena, a 2-star, 1-star Yelena, and then a 1-star Yelena. They're waiting for their max versions of each other so I can combine them all together into a nice uber 4-star Yelena Belova. Yes, this takes lots of roster slots. It's going to take roster slots to do this, and this is by design. They want to sell roster slots, but you're getting more out of this, I guarantee you. Not just because you're getting a stronger character, it's more about the resources. Let's get into that. The resources are what we're doing this for. So let's get down to my... Go down here. You see the is champion, is ascended? I'm going to click is ascended. Okay. I have a 4-star Shuri as a 5-star. Okay? Shuri only has one version of this game, so it's you can't confuse it. But I have a 5-star version of her. I took her to level 370 twice. And then I combined them together to make this 5-star version of Shuri. And to show you why you'd want to do that, I'm going to click into her, and we're going to show, see how it says next reward there? You can click that. If you didn't know already, you can click that and see your list of champ rewards you can look at coming on up. So it's 5-star champ rewards. Every step of the way, you're getting a 5-star reward. So for 451, I had a legendary token, and for 452, 5,000 ISO, and then for 453, 25 command points. Okay? These are 5-star rewards. Those are really good rewards. That's top tier stuff we're talking about here. And you're getting this by putting in 4-star covers. Usually to get 5-star rewards, you need 5-star covers, right? Not with Ascension. You could have a 5-star character that only needs lesser rarity covers to level up. The drawback is that it takes a little more. So to level up a 5-star character like Shuri is for me right now, I need 4 copies of Shuri. Not like the whole character, but covers, okay? I need 4 Shuri covers to make one 5-star level. Okay, so if we use 4 Shuri covers, I will take her to 481. And at 481, what am I getting? Another 25 CP. I'm pretty sure turning 4 covers in to get 25 CP is pretty darn worth it. Plus, I could still heart her. I could put a heart on Shuri and get 400 shards. That counts as a cover. So technically, it would take me 1,600 shards to give her one 5-star level. It's a little pricey, but the rewards are there. They're very much justified. If I go down in ranking here, let's go with any of these people, like Sentry right here. I got 3-star Sentry as a 4-star. I click on that. I'm getting 4-star rewards. There's 100 hero points at level 331, 7 command points at 332. You get the point. The rewards are not as good as 5-star level, but they're definitely better than the 3-star level. And what does it take for a level? Well, for a 4-star character in Ascension, it takes 3 covers. Okay, so 3 sentries gives me a level up for my 4-star sentry. If I scroll down a bit, I want to show you why this really matters. Right there, there it is, Wolverine. This is 2-star Wolverine. We get 2-star covers pretty frequently, right? 2-star covers are a dime a dozen. You get them in heroic tokens, you get them in elite tokens, you get them in standard tokens, you get them out of vault pulls. 2-star covers are so frequent. It only takes, what was it, 3? Did I say 3? 3 covers to make one 4-star level. So 3 Wolverine covers will give me one of these 4-star levels. So for 5 command points at level 328, a legendary token at 330. This stuff is easy pickings for just 3 2-star covers. I mean, I hope it's making sense. This is the reason we do this. You do this for the rewards. I mean, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm not sitting here using my 2-star ascended to 4-star Wolverine in battle. It just doesn't happen. Unless the node requires it, I'm not using it. It's not because he's not good. He's definitely strong. Do you want to see? Here, Wolverine, Feral Claw. Here you go. For 6 green, I'm dealing 1700 damage, place a red strike tile of that strength for every 3 red AP. It's exactly what you expect, it's just a higher number. That red Adamantium Slash for 12 red, 15k damage. It's actually a pretty decent nuke, all things considered. I mean, there's better and worse out there, but it's definitely a 4-star version of it. And then the healing factor I have at level 3, but you know, he heals 1309 health, or I could kick it up to 5 if I want, restoring 3000 health when he's below 50%. The numbers are there. He could still hold his own weight. I mean, but come on. We're still using Polaris and stuff like that, aren't we? We're not using him for everyday fights. We're using him as a battery of resources. We're making CP, tokens, hero points, ISO, things that you might probably really well need off of him. Something to note is that Ascended characters rewards do not include feeders. So if I'm looking at 2-star Wolverine, we'll use him again. Notice there's no feeder in here, okay? That's because it's not his native tier. You only get feeder rewards, meaning like how Shuri feeds Okoye, right? I'm only going to get Okoye shards and covers out of 4-star Shuri leveling. Once Shuri hit 5-star, well, see for yourself. At 5-star, I'm not getting any Okoye covers or shards or anything like that, okay? Once they're out of their native level, you're not getting those feeder covers and shards anymore. I'm going to scroll down the list a bit here to try to hit some more topics of note in this. Here's one. I have a 1-star as a 4-star Juggernaut. So in other words, it takes 3 1-star Juggernauts to get 4-star rewards. Those are super common, aren't they? Pretty darn common. We get standard tokens pretty often. I don't see why you wouldn't just roll with that. It's good rewards for a cheap cost. I'm sorry, what was that, Mark? I've seen someone with 5-star 1-star jugs. It was insane damage and 1-star Black Widow, which now is 5. Yes, it's if someone has a 5-star version of a 1-star, I mean, it's either one of two things. Either A, they grind a lot more than I do, which is totally possible. I don't grind that hard, honestly. That's why I have this channel here. I like to do things on the cheap and easy. And I like to show you guys how I do it too, so you can reap those rewards. Or I ain't gonna blame you if you buy it. Sometimes they offer 1-star characters at the 5-star level for just like 20 bucks. That's $20 American cash, and all of a sudden you have a 5-star character, and all it takes is 1-star covers to level up. That's amazing. The rewards are crazy at that point. You're making 5,000, ISO on certain levels, 25 CP on certain levels, legendary tokens. You get the point. There's a lot of good stuff there. So I went through the 1-stars as 4s, as 3s, as 2, my 4 that I have as a 5. I want to hit this part next. I've been kind of waiting for this. Notice how I have a lot of 271s? That's kind of a big deal. If you get a 270 from a vault pull, and that happens, you'll see in the vaults here. Let's go look at one right now. If I go recruit heroes, vault, the Exasword seasonal vault. See over there on the left, we have a magic that gives you a 553 version of 4-star. It's 3-star magic, but as a 4-star. They give you this. Well, of course, if you pull it, if you're lucky enough. Or Electra, a 553 of 3-star Electra ascended to 4-star, right? If you pull this, it'll be level 270, and maybe you don't have the slots, or maybe you're running low on them, or maybe it's just ruining your whole feng shui within your roster. Whatever the reason is, please do everyone a favor, and yourself more than anyone else. Level it at least 1 level before you sell it, before you ascend it. And here's why. Let's see if I think I have one to give you an example of, but yeah, I got something to give you an example of. 4-star. There we are. So I have a couple of Jeffreys because I was that lucky. Call it what you will. Could be unlucky too. At 271, you get a legendary token. Okay, that's a legendary token for the 3 covers. I put 3 Jeff covers into him at 270. I got a legendary token. I did it again for my other 270 Jeff to get the legendary token. Why is that so important? It's a legendary token. Make sense? I hope it does. Let me touch on 2 topics with this 1 point here. I leveled that 270, these 270s to 271 to get all those legendary tokens. That's a legendary token from that Bullseye, from Dakin, from Deadpool, from Dr. Octopus, Doctor Strange, Electro, Gambit. You get the point. Those are all legendary tokens I gained because we've had these vault pulls where you'll get that character, right? Give me the legendary token now, because the next time I do a legendary token pull, I'll have that in my roster, and that's legendary tokens. You know this as well as I do. They give you 4-star shards, they give you 5-star shards, a chance at a 5-star. It's premium currency, and all I did was spend a couple of 3-star covers to get that legendary token. You get it? I think so. I hope you do. Let's talk about the idea of max ascension versus max min ascension. You might be asking yourself, what the heck does any of that mean? Why are we talking max and min, right? To ascend someone, you need one maxed out character, and the other character, the second one, is going to take, well, you have to start with at least a minimum champ level, okay? So for 4-star purposes, we're going to use 4-star because I know the numbers like the back of my hand. You need one character at 370. Scroll. A 370 character, like Agent Coulson there, right? And you need another character at 270 or higher. So if I scroll all the way down, that's 270 or higher. Now I think my next Coulson, and I'm going to type him up so we can find him. Coulson. There you go. I don't even have him ready yet. But as soon as I get that Agent Coulson champed, I can ascend him if I want. There's a better version of this, though. Give me a sec. We'll click on America Chavez. She'll be a nice example for us here. So if you're ready to ascend your character, it means they have a max champ version of them. There you go, 370 America Chavez. I'm going to click ascend. It asks you, like, okay, you're going to do that? You got to put a character in this slot here. It doesn't say it in so many words, but that's basically what you're doing. Click the slot, and it asks you to select the character you want to put in there. Obviously, this is the only other America Chavez I have. I'd have to use this $2.99 America Chavez if I wanted to. I could click it, and if I hit that ascend button, which I won't, it will combine them into that 5-star version. Why won't I do that? Quite simple. I don't want to miss out on rewards. And you might be like, well, what are you talking about? You want 5-star rewards, right? For your America Chavez instead of 4-star rewards? What do you mean missing out on rewards? You'll see here that my next level up, level 300, I'll get 250 Jessica Jones shards. Okay? If I ascend her to 5-star, you'd skip all these rewards. You don't get to claim them. You're taking her to 5-star level. All of these you don't get a chance to get now. Of course, you might think to yourself, well, you know, that's the price you pay for jumping to the 5-star realm, right? And you're not wrong. However, who else gives 5-star covers and shards? The answer is nobody. The answer is quite simply nobody. Nobody else gives 5-star covers and shards but a 4-star character, and I'm not willing to sacrifice that. Not one bit. So I'm going to keep leveling this America Chavez till I max her out at 370. That means I have one America Chavez at 370, and the other one will be eventually at 370 as well. That is what they call a max ascension. Okay? Now that we have that out of the way, what's the other one? Max min? Yes, max min is literally just as soon as you get the other one champed up to 270, you ascend it right then and there. Okay? So 370 and 270, you ascend it. That means you're skipping all 100 champion levels between 270 and 370 on that other character to get right to that 5-star level. There is another point to this that I want to make. Every cover that you're putting into that 4-star between 270 and 370 is not just spent for those 4-star rewards. They actually do count into the 5-star leveling process. So I'm going to go back to my Shuri to show you what I mean by that. So when I put my 4-star Shuri that was 370 and my 4-star Shuri that was 370 together, it took all those covers that I had into champ rewards, which is 100 covers, right? There's 100 covers between 270 and 370, right? And it gave them to her at her 5-star ascension level. Well, it takes 4 covers for one level, right? So since 100 covers were in there, 100, and it takes 4 covers to level, that means basically 100 divided by 4 means you get 25 extra levels on top. In other words, when my Shuri leveled up to tier 5, she started not here at 450 or 451. She started at 475 because I had 25 levels of covers already poured into her after champing her. You get it? 4 covers per level, and I had 100 covers in her to make her 370. And so it counts all those, it gives them to you at the next Ascension level. So that's 25 levels of 5-star rewards it just gave me right there. So yes, literally when I went from 2 370 Shuris and combined them into a 5-star, it gave me that LT, those HPs, those CPs, that ISO, that LT, that HP, those CPs, those ISOs, the LT, the HP, CP, you get the point. Give me all that stuff in one fell swoop, and that's an amazing boon to your resources. So you're not wasting covers going for those rewards. And if anything, you're double dipping. If you don't take those champ rewards up front, if you have it at 370 and you're doing 270 and you're doing what's called the max min ascension, then of course you're missing all those champ rewards going in there. But this goes back to why I said before, all these 271s, I mean, you pull these 270s from vaults, right? You pull these from stores sometimes and you think, yes, I got a better version of a character. I got a 4-star version, a 3-star Deadpool at 270. I want that legendary token. That legendary token at 271 is a big deal. And this is going to come across kind of weird after everything I just said. I don't plan on taking 3-star Deadpool all the way through all the 4-star champ rewards. This is just going to be what I'm advising, but you don't have to take this advice one bit. You never have to take my advice, obviously. But I find that the fact that you're spending 3 covers a level to go through these champ rewards, you're going to do it once to go from a 270 up to 370 in your 4-star game. I don't want to do it again. And that's not to say that wasn't worth it, but I think I'd rather do a 370 and then a 271, which is almost minimum, right? A max almost min ascension to take my 3-star, turn it into a 5-star, and let's just start raking in 5-star resources a little sooner than later. Eventually your 5-star version of a character is going to be done, right? They're going to get 550 eventually. Some point down the line, they're going to get 550. And when that happens, what do you get to do? Start over. You have a 550 3-star Deadpool. Congratulations. Start over. Make another 3-star Deadpool, level them up, champ them, max them. Get another 3-star Deadpool, champ them, max them. You're going through the whole thing all over again. And this is so far down the line. If you happen to get this to this point, I doubt you're going to be looking back at yourself and be like, man, I missed those 4-star champ rewards. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Are you really going to look back at the 100 champ rewards from the 4-star level after going through 100 levels of 5-star champ rewards and you're going to say, oh man, I missed that? I don't think you will. You might count it. You might look at it and say like, oh yeah, that I missed those rewards, right? But how much longer would it have taken you to claim those and then climb to the 5-star tier, claim those? Screw that. Just start over. Get to the 550 mark with your 3-star character and start over. Start farming it again. You'll already be farming faster and quicker the next time around because you'll have more characters giving you more resources more often. Make sense? I hope it does. You'll already be at the point of earning more and more tokens hand over fist because these characters literally do that. If I click on Gambit here, for example, there's hero points, there's CP, there's legendary tokens, CP, legendary tokens. I mean, you're going to be gaining more resources throughout your time. Long story short, my personal thing is, and this is just me, on your native levels, you have to max it. You're giving up rewards otherwise. For Doctor Strange, 3-star Strange to max, that's 266. And then another 3-star Strange at 266. Now you've claimed all the 4-star rewards out of Doctor Strange 2 times. That means covers, that means shards for whoever he feeds at the 4-star level, right? But now that I got him at 4-star, I'm just going to basically do a 370 and a 271 combined to get him to 5-star level and start giving those sweet 5-star resources. This way I'm not skipping a feeder. I'm not skipping any sort of shards or covers for a 5-star character. I'm getting just what I need and getting out as quickly as possible. This is a long, lengthy process. I want to remind you that this has been over a year and I only have 1 4-star to show for it. That's turned 5-star, that is. There she is. I only have the one 4-star turned 5. I don't spend a lot of money. Well, by a lot I mean none. Google spends $2 on me for me a month because of surveys. Thank you, Google. So, but I'm working on a couple others. I do have other ones really a lot closer than I ever would have thought I would have been at this point. If I hit, let's see. I mean, you got like a couple of 3-stars here that are almost at, that are halfway there to 370. Like Dakin and Thor. Sentry's right about there. They're almost at 370. And then I just got to get another 4-star version of Sentry, for example, at 271, and I'll have a 5-star version of Sentry. This is actually going pretty decently fast, all things considered. The idea of having 3-star covers and 2-star covers, paying out 5-star resources at such a speed is highly worth it, in my opinion. I feel like that's the way to go. Make your native levels pay, and the non-native levels you can skip if you'd like. Honestly, this is why my Juggernaut, here, I'll put him in here, Jug. This is why I have a 283 4-star Juggernaut right now. I was doing it max over and over again, and I got to a point where I started like thinking about the math, how long this is taking, and the point of getting him to 5-star level. And would I really miss the 4-star rewards at that point? Would I miss the 3-star rewards at that point? No. The answer was really just no. The only non-native levels that I'm going to care about from here on out would be the 2-star levels. And once again, you might be like, why? That seems to go back on your logic, right? Well, let's play with that for a minute here. Here's Black Widow at 130. It's 1-star Black Widow going through the 2-star champ rewards. These levels aren't that big of a deal. They're just ISO and hero points and everything, right? 2-star levels only take 1 cover, period. Just 1 cover. So leveling a 2-star ascended version of a 1-star character is the same as leveling them when they're a 1-star character. It's the same, period. Okay? Just nice 1-for-1 payout. So to take a 2-star version of Black Widow or any other 1-star character from 94, 144, or just any 2-star character in general, it only takes 1 cover. Just like it takes Nightcrawler 1 cover here to go from 108 to 109, it's going to take Iron Man 1 cover of his 1-star version to go to 105, as seen on this screen here. Okay? Remember what I said, how your level, your covers carry over? So when I get 2 2-stars of the same type, like let's say I get 2 Hawkeyes at 144, remember that's 50 covers over champ level. So 94 is where they sit when they're champed, 144 is when they're maxed. I only really technically need to have a 144 Hawkeye and a 94 Hawkeye to ascend them to 3-star. If I ascend him right there, then he just starts at the minimum level, which is 166. Or I just spend 50 more covers to bring him to 144. Now it's a max of 144, 144. Those 50 covers gave me those rewards, as we already looked at, right? And those 50 extra covers also jumpstart your 3-star because it takes them into account, right? So your 3-star will start at not 166, but remember it's 2 covers a level at the 3-star level, right? And we have 50 covers in them. So 50 divided by 2 is 25 more levels. So we won't start at 166. We'd start at what? 191? Yes, that's the math. 191. 25 levels on top of 166. And of course, that means that you would get all those champ rewards up to that point. Here, let's use Bagman as an example. Yes, I ascended a Bagman to 3-star level. Oh boy. Okay. So, since he started at 191, because I had 2 maxed out Bagmen at 144, that means I got that 3 command points, ISO, hero points, ISO, legendary token, ISO, hero points. You get the point, right? You get all that stuff in one lump sum. And those 50 covers didn't go to waste. I used those 50 covers to get them to 144 instead of at 94. I got all those champ level rewards in the 2-star realm, and I also got to get them in the 3-star realm. Those covers double dipped. Does that make sense? I hope it does. You double dipped them. At that point, though, I'm not going to take a wait on getting 2 266 Bagmen. If I get a 266 Bagman and this Bagman right here, I'm ascending them. I'm ascending them right then and there, making it 4-star. That way I can start working on getting a 370 Bagman, and then I'll wait for a 271 because you want your legendary token, remember? And the 370 and the 271 will make a 5-star. I hope the numbers aren't turning you off of this. I know it's a lot of numbers, a lot of like hypothetical crunching in your head. I get it. But that's basically how this works. Remember, I don't really spend a lot of money on this game. And I don't grind out PvPs to get first place and stuff. Not the way I play. I'm a little more casual than that. So, to recap, I'm doing max for your native level, max for 2-star characters, and then for everything else, it's max min, with the exception of get your first legendary token. So if you got a character at 270, bring him to 271, get your legendary token, then do the 370 to 271 max quasi-min ascension. Okay? I think, and I'm pretty sure of this, but just double check my math here. I'm pretty sure that also applies for the 3 stars. Let's see, just double check ourselves here. Here's Juggernaut. Yeah. Juggernaut's the same way. I wouldn't do a 266 to 166 max min for the 3-star version of Juggernaut. I would at least put a couple covers in. That's 2 covers of 1-star Juggernaut to bring them to 167. Now I get a legendary token, and I can do a 266 and a 167 Ascension to bring them to 4-star level. Get your legendary tokens. There's no reason not to grab that, because obviously legendary tokens give you a lot of shards and chances at better, bigger prizes. Okay, one more thing I wanted to touch on. Why do I have 42 rewards sitting here in my claim, my rewards thing? Not because I like the number 42. I get the joke. No, I wanted to talk about the exchange process. So when you click into this, I can recruit the hunter, or I can add a level. You see on the left there, add level, and then on the right, there's a little yellow button that says recruit. If I look down, I have Colossus. I can add a level, or I could recruit, which means to add another version of them to your roster, right? Or I could exchange, and this is where you might ask, what does that mean? Well, if you haven't learned yet, I just want to make sure you and me, my audience is aware of what this really means to you. If I click exchange for Colossus, this is what happens. I can exchange this Colossus, this cover, for another cover. I can literally click here and select any other 3-star cover I want and claim it. Let's say I want more Aunt May or Iron May, okay? Because it's really good, right? I can exchange that Colossus for an Aunt May cover. All it costs me is 150 hero points. I don't know if I'm willing to spend 150 hero points. Just saying, that's not really my cup of tea. However, if you wanted to, you could. I wouldn't do it. I don't think 150 hero points is worth it. It's just not what I would do. Let's go a little further here. Do I got a 4-star? I don't have a 4-star. No 5 stars. 2-star, there we go. Exchange this Human Torch cover. Oh, that only costs 100. Only 100. I could exchange it for, I don't know, a Bob, you know? 100 hero points. Why is it different? Tier level. If I exchange a 1-star, it's only 75 hero points to exchange it. Yes, you could exchange a 5-star if you wanted. Why is this happening? Why do I have an option to exchange these 1-stars, some of these 2-stars, pretty much all these 3-stars, none of these 4-stars? Why is that? What is the difference? What makes someone exchangeable and what someone's not exchangeable? Do you have one maxed? That's it. I don't have a maxed Icarus, a maxed Red Guardian, a maxed Silver Samurai, or a maxed Taskmaster. So I don't have the option to exchange. You have to have a maxed out version of them. So I already have a maxed Spider-Man. Matter of fact, I have an ascended version of Spider-Man. Because I have that version of Spider-Man that's maxed out, it gives me the option to exchange. And so if I wanted to spend some HP to exchange that 1-star cover for something else, I could. Do I want to? Not one bit. You could do this all the way down the line, but you have to have a maxed version of that character to make the exchange. Do you have a... I thought I have a champ version of Bob. Let me just double check myself here. 2 stars. Nope. I don't have a max version of him yet. He's 137. Hence the reason why I can't do the exchange system with Bob yet. So I could recruit him again, but I don't want to do that yet. But everything else, Iron Patriot, I don't have a 2-star version of Iron Patriot at all. As a matter of fact, he's ascended. He's a 3-star right now. But I can exchange it if I really wanted to. I wanted to see here. I have a couple of Black Widows, right? So exchange. I could play with multiple of them. You can do this in bulk. I have 3 Black Widow covers that I could exchange. It's 100 per, and you can change it all you want. I could change 3 of them in for more bobs. Like, oh, I want to get 3 red bob covers for whatever the reason is. I could spend 300 HP and exchange them. So I hope that makes sense. But that's why I kept these 42 around, is I wanted to show why, well, how and why and what the math is between different tier levels of exchanges and why you can exchange some characters and not other ones. It's literally just based on what you have maxed out in your roster already. Anyways, I think that's a good place to really stop on when we talk about exchanges. And I think we've covered all the facets of Ascension thoroughly. So compared now to back then, tons of Ascension characters here in the roster. People waiting to be ascended left and right, waiting for another max version or just for me to be ready to pull that trigger. Tons of characters already ascended into the ranks, you know, looking for their next level up. Your roster may look different, your results may vary, but that's my suggestions on how to do this. Definitely do your level 2s all the way up to maximum. Your level 3s, if they're native, max them out. If they are not native, meaning they're 2 stars into 3-star realm or 1 stars into 3-star realm, I would just go to get 1 to max and then 1 to 167, then ascend it on up. Those covers for 1 stars and 2 stars are so plentiful, you'll start getting more 4-star levels real quickly. And then you turn those 4 stars into 5 stars, and you'll start getting those rewards more quickly because they are common rewards. So you might as well milk those 5 stars as quick as you can, because 5-star rewards are crazy, right? Legendary tokens every 4 levels, 25 CP every 4 levels. You get the point. Anyways, hey, that's it. That's what I had here. I wanted to make sure we went over Ascension one more time. It's been a while since it's been done and completed, but we have a much better understanding of how Ascension works now. The financial or resource value of each cover of each level, how it works out for you, and the best way to kind of, you know, get some bang for your buck out of it. I think the real goal is getting people to 5-star and reaping those rewards. A 1-star turned 5-star Juggernaut is strong, yes. A 1-star turned 5-star Spider-Man is super strong, yes, they are. Are they going to replace Golden Oldie and Okoye and Mighty Thor and Shang-Chi? Probably not. But they are super strong. And 1-stars get boosted like what? Every other week? Let's be honest here. 1-star Iron Man is boosted like every week or two, right? He's always, because there's only 7 1-star characters. So you're going to have a 450 5-star character or higher heavily boosted very often. So yeah, get that 1-star up there. Get the max of a 1-star character up to 2-star, up to 3-star, and then start skipping up. Do those max minceptions, give it a 5, and enjoy the power, enjoy your rewards, go for it. I hope this was educational, informational, etc., etc. Thanks again, and have a good one. Talk to y'all later.